Hey, this is Dave from AllProWebTools. I'm going to show you a new way to capture visitor information on your website in AllProWebTools 4.62. We've added a new feature, and I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we'll get started on that. Have you ever seen this in your CRM? New lead box filled out by, I can't even pronounce these names. Let's take a look at these CRM records. All right, there's the email address they gave us. So first of all, how is this happening? Well, when somebody goes to your website and they fill out your lead box, they can really type in whatever they want, and the system's going to just trust them and accept that information. And so that's what's going to give you all this bogus information. You see this email address here? That's not a real email address. So what we've done is we've created a new feature called social capture. And if you want to add this, you'd start by going down here to settings and then web tools. And then on available web tools, you would go down and find social capture. Now I've already added that right here. And so with social capture, what you can do is you can actually go down here to Facebook lead box. And instead of having that form where you ask for all that information, you can simply have your visitor click this social link and it will automatically capture that information. So I'm going to go ahead and click that. And there it is. That's it. That's all it takes. So it actually simplifies the visitor's experience. And we'll go back to the dashboard and see what that entry looks like. So there it is. It says lead box Facebook was filled out by Rosemary Steele. So it already went ahead and grabbed their first name and last name. It also grabs their email address and their Facebook profile. So if I want to go take a look at their Facebook profile, I can just click there and I can see where they are on Facebook. So how do we get started using the Facebook lead box? Well, the first step is to go to contacts and then sign up boxes. Now from here, instead of clicking create new box, we're going to click the drop down and go to create Facebook box. Now you're going to get this warning that you haven't connected your Facebook app. What is a Facebook app? Well, you can create one by going to developers.facebook.com. And then you'll either have this My Apps or it'll ask you to register. So you can just click there and then click on Add a New App. And you can call this whatever you want, but just remember this is what your customers will see after they click the Continue with Facebook button that's on your website. So you're going to want to make it something that makes sense to them. So I'm going to go ahead and call it Sign Up. And I'm going to click Create App ID. And then I have to enter in the CAPTCHA. All right, so now I'm on Facebook's developer website and I've created my app. So you can see here I'm already in my new sign up form. And the first step that I need to do is to go to settings. And here you can see my app ID. So if I copy that and I go back to AllProWebTools, right here it's telling me that I need to configure AllProWebTools to connect to my Facebook app. So I'm going to click on the link and it takes me to the integrations page, and here it's asking for my app ID. So I can just paste that in and hit save, and that's all I got to do. They're linked up. But there's three things we want to do on the actual Facebook app. So we go back to the developers.facebook.com, and you'll notice, first of all, there's an app icon here, and that's set to a default icon. And this is actually what it looks like up here, like a little swirly logo. And that's going to be seen by the visitors to your website when they click on your Facebook lead box. So to give them a little bit more of a professional feel, it's usually a good idea to load your logo or maybe a picture of your face if you're more of a consultant, but something that's going to be recognizable to them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that and then click Choose File. And then I will find my logo and I'll hit Open. So there you go. The logo is now loaded. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do is down here it says Add Platform. And then here it says Website. So we'll click on Website. And this right here is where you put the domain where you're going to have your lead box displayed. So for example, this is the domain, and this over here is the actual page that I'm going to be on. I don't need to load this whole thing. I just need to take everything up to where it says .com. So https demo.allprowebtools.com. So I'll go ahead and copy that, and I'll paste that right here into Facebook so they know where that lead box is going to be located. All right, and then the last thing that we need to do, we'll go ahead and save these changes on this page. The last step is to go down here to App Review, and you just need to click this box at the top where it says your app is in development and unavailable to the public. We want it to be available to the public. So we go ahead and click yes, and then it asks us what type of app this is. We hit confirm, and there you go. It's now live and available to the public. That's all you need to do on the Facebook side. And we've already connected it to our AllProWebTools account. So now we can go back to contacts, sign up boxes. We can click the drop down and click create Facebook. And here we go. Now we can create our Facebook lead box. I'm going to give it a name. And we can set up an email drip campaign that will be sent out once a visitor fills out this lead box. We can create a tag for it. We can set our thank you page, and it's going to collect the name and email and profile address. Now, if you also want to collect their location and website, that would require a review of your website by Facebook through the developers.facebook system. So if you need help with that, just go ahead and contact us directly, and we'll be happy to walk you through that process. So that is the social capture lead box. There are some interesting things you can use this for. If you wanted to use it for adding to your email list, you can do that. If you also wanted to use it as a doorway to get to a hidden content on your website or a special area of your website, you can do that. You can also use this to lead into an additional lead box. So if you wanted to capture additional information about the client, maybe their address or some other piece of information, you could actually tie two lead boxes side by side. So the thank you page of this would actually be the other lead box where they could fill out additional information. But this is a way of verifying that you're getting valid information when they get started. You can also put a link down here if you want to give them the option of using Facebook or a standard lead box. You can always create a link for that so that they can use one of your standard lead boxes. But we have found that this is a much faster way for your visitors to get through the initial sign-up process and an easier way for you to collect verified data. And that is the social capture feature, which is new in AllProWebTools 4.62.